What happens when the foundation of your house starts to crack? Right as you putting a roof on. That's exactly what's happening in Washington with our beloved Commanders. Terry McLaurin, the Commanders' most dependable star and emotional leader, our favorite Terry McLaurin, has officially requested a trade July 31st, right? This isn't just about losing a Pro Bowl All-Pro receiver. It's about shaking the very core of a team that just started building around a young MVP caliber quarterback in Jayden Daniels. But check this irony out. The day after he requests a trade that was publicized on NBC during the Hall of Fame game, great timing, if I say so myself, he was officially ranked number 52 today on the NFL Top 100 list. That's up from 97 from the year prior. So while he's asking out, the rest of the league is giving him more respect than ever. And you seriously can't script this kind of timing. You just can't do it, man. But real quick, if you're new here, welcome to GerardBTV, your home. With burgundy and gold, we never fold, baby. We covered Washington Commanders camp coverage and everything like that, everything in between. But I wanted to shout you guys out. We're pushing hard to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. So if you are not already subscribed, hit that button, like it, share it, hit the notification bell. Let's join the wave, baby. Join the wave. All right. Now, with that out the way, let's break this thing down, man. So this is the moment every fan base dreads, right? Like, I know we weren't trying to get here. We felt that this Terry McLaurin deal should have been done in March, April time frame, right? But after months of quiet tension and stalled contract talks, he wants out. He wants a new home. So he's heading to the final year of an extension. He signed back in 2022. But he wants the payday that matches the league's top receivers. Okay. Now, the front office that we got with Adam Peters, they have a certain way they're trying to build this roster, right? He's saying all the right things. We want him here. We value him. But this trade request, it's a flare at night, okay? It means those talks have hit a breaking point. That gap that they have is a little too wide. To really grasp the gravity of this, you got to understand what Terry McLaurin is to Washington. He's been the lighthouse to our storm, the reliable constant through a revolving door of chaos at QB. Case Keenum, R.I.P. Dwayne Haskins, Alex Smith, Taylor Heineke, Timothy Howell. It didn't matter. McLaurin just kept producing, baby. We all know his history, right? First player in Washington history with 5 1,000-yard seasons, straight up, consecutively. That's elite consistency with not elite player quarterback. Now fast forward to the day, just as Jayden Daniels looks like an MVP, you might be taking away his #1 target. You see what Lou Riddick keeps talking about.
We differed on this, talking about this earlier today, but I'll tell you this. I'm a 10 out of 10 concern because every day matters.
McLaurin isn't just his go-to guy. He's the North Star for Jayden Daniels' development. Remove him, and it's not just subtraction. It's like pulling the cornerstone out of our entire offensive foundation that we've been building. So now the unthinkable has happened. He's asked for a trade. Who's really catching passes from Jayden Daniels now? Well, it's going to start with Deebo Samuel, right? We traded for him this past offseason. He's healthy, energized, and he's ready to go. Hearing reports out of camp, he's looking like an all-pro. He's looking like he's trying to return to all-pro form. According to reports, he looks like a true wide receiver 1, explosive in space, lining up everywhere in the slot to the boundary. But Deebo's best when he's a part of a duo, right? Where he has that 1A, 1B, right? We have this Batman and this Batman. They ain't got to be Batman and Robin, but being a guy, being a lone alpha, that's a whole different kind of challenge, right? That's the kind of challenge that Terry McLaurin has overcame time and time again. Now let's get some of these other wide receivers on the depth chart now. You got Luke McCaffrey, last year's 3rd-round pick. Smooth in the slot, but he's still developing. A lot of reports are kind of conflicting out there. Some of the beat reporters, they're saying he's looking good. Some of the boots on the ground fan reporters, they're saying he's looking stiff, in and out his breaks, he's dropping passes. He's just not looking the part of someone that's going to really contribute extensively this year on offense. So that's something to look out for. Veterans like Noah Brown, KJ Osborne, and Michael Gallup. We know about Noah Brown. That's an injury concern situation there. If Noah Brown can stay healthy, he looked real good for us last year. All right. Pass interference demon. All right. I like his physicality, how he runs his routes, and things of that nature, the physicality at the catch point. Again, bring something to the team that we don't have. I like that. KJ Osborne, the mystery, the ghost. We don't know what KJ Osborne gonna look like because we haven't seen him. We have not seen KJ Osborne. We saw him block a few times last year because we got him so late in the season, and they just couldn't put him in the games and risk, something happening where he messing up and now our offense has regressed. Then you got Michael Gallup. Okay, well, yeah, let's go back to KJ real quick. With KJ, I'm looking forward to seeing what KJ going to do this season. Interested to see what he looks like in the preseason. Michael Gallup, yep, that Michael Gallup, he came out of retirement. That's an add depth situation. You will see if he makes the team. I'm presuming he probably end up on the practice squad. But none of these guys are wide receiver 1 caliber, right? Michael Gallup might have been back in the day before the injuries. But this is where it gets interesting. You got Jaylin Lane, this year's rookie. He has been turning heads at camp. He's catching touchdown passes in full team drills, and he's looked sharp as a punt returner. Already label him as your starting punt returner. All these other guys, they're not doing it. It's going to be him. The coaches, they love his burst and his route detail. Okay? But with Ja'Cory Brooks, the undrafted rookie, he has been surprising everyone. He's been scoring multiple touchdowns in practice as well, staying late after sessions to polish his game. Now let's talk about these two real quick. The difference between these two, one was a draft pick and one was undrafted. Jaylin already has a spot on this roster. Jaylin already has something that we don't have on this roster, a legit 4.3 speed guy. Top end, right? Like a Ferrari. He is I might have seen someone on Twitter, someone said he's Jamison Crowder body with D-Jack speed, which is crazy. But I can see that, I can really see that. Ja'Cory Brooks, more of an anomaly for me because yes, he's been making plays in camp, but JD5 also had to kick you out the huddle because you false started. And as a wide receiver to false start, that's tough. I get it. You far from you the furthest from the quarterback, but my boy, JD5 not about that. Okay, he letting everybody know this is the standard, and if you below the standard, you got to get out of here, right? And he's holding you guys to that standard. So either get in line or get out. Then you got guys like we just signed today on August 1st, Braylon Sanders. He signed from the UFL. He's a DC defender. He in the mix, training camp body. Help us out with reps and things like that again because Terry's not here. And you got to have a certain amount of bodies in camp. And you also want to have bodies in camp when you play against the New England Patriots, especially if you want to spell guys like a Jaylin Lane and save him, or hide a Ja'Cory Brooks and things of that nature. So AP, he playing chess, right? And I like that when it comes to the roster building aspect. But let's be real. If McLaurin leaves, this wide receiving core, although it got a lot younger, it's gotten so unpredictable. Dare I say, falls to the bottom third of the league. That's just a tough pill to swallow. The passing game would shrink. Zach Ertz will become like the ultimate safety valve, and you know what that means. His body gonna start to break down on him, knock on wood, from the sheer number of targets he's gonna have to get. So you're going to need people like Ben Sinnott to step up the things of that nature. You see how the dribble effect is starting to really lean on the offense? Now you need Ben Simmons to step up sooner. You need Luke McCaffrey to step up sooner. You need Jaylen Lane to step up sooner. You need an undrafted guy like Ja'Cory Brooks to step up. You need Noah Brown to stay healthy. Like, this puts so much strain on the skill position players. Interesting. But you also got to think about that dynamic deep threat that Terry McLaurin brings to the table. The only other person on the roster that's going to be able to do that is Jaylen Lane, and from reports that we hear in Deebo Samuel, since JD likes the way he tracks the ball in the air. So those are our two deep threats, and really, Terry was so good at getting over top of DBs, right? It's like his speed was just deceptive. Top 10 speed guy in the league for sure, right? We have ourselves one, and hopefully we take care of business. But let's be crystal clear. The person affected the most by this is Jayden Daniels. Last year, he led us to the NFC Championship game, looking like he wanted them ones. Confident, commanding the huddle. Like I said, booted teammates out of practice, setting the tone. He built different. To take away his number one wideout, you making his life a whole lot harder. Every elite young quarterback has at least one receiver / tight end that they trust without thinking. And Terry McLaurin is that guy for JD. We might think it's Zach Ertz. It's not. It's definitely Terry McLaurin. You take him away, and now defenses are going to bracket Deebo Samuels, press up the young guys, and blitz way more aggressively. Now, granted, JD does really well against the blitz, but you now are hamstringing the offense. It's like asking a master chef to cook a gourmet meal, but only using half the ingredients. This is how development gets derailed, not from just skill position development, because you don't get that leader in your wide receiver room to be able to teach the young bucks, to be Bobby Ingram's second voice and things of that nature. It's not just about the talent. It's about the trust and the chemistry, right? That development with JD is key for this offense to grow and to glow. But trading away his best weapon, that's a bad look. Not just a bad look. It's pretty much a full-on risk to everything that they've been building so far. Like, you've been bringing in all these pieces. It would be foolish to now want Deebo to be wide receiver one by himself. You brought in Von Miller. It would be foolish to have brought in Von Miller for a Super Bowl contending team, and you just took away the quarterback's number one target. Like, that would be crazy. That would be asinine. And I don't think Adam Peters is asinine. And I'm just saying, from a football fan perspective, it does seem insane. But why would you even consider letting Terry walk? Well, there is passion crashes into the NFL salary cap. McLaurin turns 30 in September. And in the market where receivers are getting over $30 million a year, he wants his bag. He wants his biggie bag. And he wants it now. And he has earned it. But from the front office view, has he really? Because it's a tough call. Are you paying him for what he was, or are you paying him for what he can still be? It's like buying a classic sports car with high mileage. Incredible machine, but you worry about what comes next, that maintenance. And technically, Washington Commanders, they do have the leverage. If no deal gets done, he's under contract this season. They can tag him in 2026, and that'll be less than $30 million as well. Right? And now you're at your age 31 season, age 32 season. Okay? What bag are you looking at now? It's going to be a little different. I saw somewhere they talking about he only worth 24 and a half. Now, I'm not counting nobody pockets, but you got outlets saying that. And you also got rumors going out. You got Stephen A. spread rumors. Talking about he heard the Commanders was at 27 and Terry 130. That might be the case. Who knows? Right? It's reports everywhere. Everybody going to try to get a piece of the pie right now. Everybody trying to be first. Not me. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. These are my real feelings, my real thoughts. And this means something to me. Would that be messy to franchise tag Terry? Yes, it would be. Toxic? Probably. But possibly, definitely something that could happen. Okay? This trade request is Terry's final play to be able to get a deal now. We got to see if it's going to work. We hope it works. I need him to get his deal now so he can be in camp. But what if they actually do it? Who makes that call? According to betting odds and league insiders, the Patriots and Raiders and Seattle, from what I'm hearing, are early favorites. Teams with strong arm QBs and a clear need for a wide receiver one. I ain't saying that Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid ain't calling, but man, that'd be crazy. I'll be so mad. You know, or if he went to the Chargers with Justin Herbert, I'll be hot. Really, if he go anywhere, if I see a Terry McLaurin jersey swap again, I'm getting tired of seeing him today. I had to move myself off of X today. But any team that's trying to get Terry McLaurin, they 9 times out of 10 are going to be a team in win now mode, except for teams like a New England Patriots, like I just said. But the Washington asking price is likely a first round pick or more. They might do what the Bengals did and just jack that price up so high that it's just ridiculous to try. But again, none of this helps Jayden Daniels in 2025. Draft picks don't catch touchdowns this year. Trading Terry McLaurin would be a clear sign that they had to pivot and not all the way punt, but kind of punt on the 2025 season, if you will. They'll be focused more on the future, 2026 and beyond, than winning now. And that is not the AP way. The AP way is to win now, build a contender now, and for the future, right? It's not a 2-year thing. It's a 10-year thing, a 15-year thing. So this is a franchise-defining moment. Lose Terry, and you lose leadership, chemistry, and reliability. And as a top 52 player in the league, boy, that'll be tough to swallow. But think about that. Just as JD broke out his rookie year and becoming that face of the league. I know y'all seen that Madden commercial. But his most trusted weapon might be walking out their door. So now I want to hear from y'all. Should Washington lock Terry down, jump up to meet his demands and meet him halfway? Or should they trade him while he holds pretty good value? Drop your take in the comments. I'm jumping in replies with y'all all night long. And if you made it this far, you're one of us, baby. GerardBTV, we growing fast. The fastest, newest growing Commander station in all the land. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and share this with your favorite Commanders fan. Thanks for rocking with me. We out.